coming out from WaveGod, and the Allgrim coming out from Cosolix, and cxti and Walshy on that Dulcim and Vel. We are going to be kicking stuff off. We're going to starting it off immediately. English is difficult, Dara.
It's okay, you get to pass you Swedish, my friend. So, we're going to be starting off game one, Walshy cxti going up against WaveGod and Cosolix. Cosolix just going to be looking for a way to be able to open here, just sort of occupying the right side of the stage. I feel like it's just played so passively thus far, but now finally finding some of these series, trying to combo off of Wave.
Yeah, so far, very even. Lots of hits just being traded, but a massive 2v2 combo. That is going to give them an explosive lead here in just the span of a couple of seconds. Almost gets that second kill, but WaveGod with a beautiful punish. You know, looking at the gameplay, it feels like they have a massive lead, but, you know, looking at the stock situation, this is actually kind of even.
Oh yeah. Okay, but that's actually going to be one of cxti stocks gone. That's going to be one of Walshy stocks gone as well. WaveGod and Cosolix going to be keeping it even. And, okay, just waiting, sitting there patiently. Do you see how Cosolix is playing so staccato? Waiting, not committing to anything until he finally decides he wants to come in with that series. He wants to go in for the juggle. He's dash dancing. You talked about these dash dances before.
Yeah, so there's a lot less of swoosh, swoosh, swoosh than I was expecting, and way more technical gameplay. You're looking for your time to shine and looking for your opportunities to make massive damage, which you can make use of when you're on that land, since you have really big hits that are going to hit very hard.
Okay, trying to get something going here. Looking through this juggle, not able to actually find that neutral. WaveGod going to be going off stage, dipping out a little bit, and oh, that recovery going to be keeping Walshy safe a little bit longer.
100% WaveGod on their last stock here, all the way down at red. Looks like they are going to try and run with it for as long as possible. cxti knocking away Cosolix, though, is going to set up a 1v1 situation, but they're not going to find the KO. In fact, WaveGod might even reverse it.
Is what you would say, but amazing execution there on behalf of cxti, just able to close out that stock, able to get that one off on Cosolix as well. But yeah, this is an excellent way to open off the set with.
Yeah, it is a great start for them, and this is definitely a very hard 2v1 for Cosolix to be able to take back. He is going to start, you know, you got to start somewhere, and it looks like their start is going to be taking down cxti, now trying to take on Walshy, but it's looking like they are unstoppable, and the side sig, GC to the right, is going to find the KO, and that's the first game for cxti and Walshy.
Yeah, cxti and Walshy, they played well, they played solid, they played consistent, they got a bunch of 2v1 combos, they got that 2v2 combo. It was excellently executed. I just feel like ultimately they were just the ones that were winning a lot of these interactions, and they were just able to effectively split up Cosolix and WaveGod a lot of these times.
Yeah, 100%. It was very beautiful, this first set coming out for them. Cosolix and WaveGod, though, as we mentioned, might not have that much practice with each other, and even less competitional or like competitive experience. Playing with each other. So maybe a little bit of an adjustment period is what they need here, especially going up against such a staple and strong team. I wouldn't count them out just yet. I think it's definitely possible that they take this back.
Yeah, and you can just like see the difference between these two teams. Walshy and cxti just coming out a little bit on top in terms of how much damage they're actually able to deal. We saw past tense just for a little second before they disappeared, but Walshy cxti dealing more damage. They set up more of those combo situations. They're able to split up WaveGod and Cosolix as well. So we'll just have to see what happens in the next game.
100%, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Maybe getting a little bit of a mental reset, maybe taking a couple of swigs of water, just getting ready. Actually, yeah.
The stats wanted a break too.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. But okay, so going into the next one, I'm trying to figure out a little bit of like, okay, what happened there? Why did Cosolix and WaveGod not get so much stuff going? I feel like ultimately they played a little like passive, comparatively, at least to cxti and Walshy.
Yeah, 100%. cxti and Walshy definitely, you know, going all out, being very aggressive. We are seeing a stage swap going over to the second game, with Miami Dome being the stage now with those platforms, which means you have more verticality on the stage, which could help Cosolix on that lance. But you're not. It doesn't look like Cosolix is allowed to use the lance, Dara. It's already knocked out of their hands. They're all the way down at red almost.
Yeah, dashing in, dashing out, and oh my God, already going to be taking that first stock off of Cosolix. That was beautifully executed. And now the question is, can they get this off on WaveGod as well? cxti going to be going all the way out there. Cosolix tries to save his teammate, but to no avail. All of a sudden, blue team Cosolix and WaveGod down substantially.
Absolutely. Walshy and cxti in a strong lead here, still on their third stocks. only orange, and they are looking confident on these gauntlets. Especially, you know, when you are in a stock lead, it's really good to be on those gauntlets because you can afford to go off stage with those gauntlets and you can go for some big plays if you feel like it.
Gauntlets cheat, especially off stage. They're up to no good at all. You can clean up stocks whenever you just so choose, whenever you so feel. Cosolix going to be looking for something here, but I feel like hasn't actually had a lot of stage presence. Only getting a neutral, only getting a cell maybe here and there, but nothing huge.
Yeah, nothing really huge coming out just yet. WaveGod really falling behind now on this game, being at their last stock. Cosolix soon to follow. This is looking like a very dominant showing coming out from Cutie and Walshy so far. WaveGod is able to find that stock though, but that's not going to get you very far. But hey, even a 1,000-mile-long journey has to have their first steps.
Yeah. Fully sure, but Cutie trying to get something going. Chase dodges to the right just in case, you know, his opponent ends up dodging to the right as well. Could be eating a cell. Walshy needs a way to be able to make it back and still picking off of Cutie, able to extend that damage. Beautiful.
Okay, beautiful. That is definitely a great start. If they are able to hone in their damage here and really take out Walshy, that can be massive for them. But it looks like Cosolix is in trouble, not going to get knocked out just yet, but oh man, was that close. Next one is going to do it, and there it is.
Yeah, for sure. Now, this is not a good position to be in as WaveGod at all. Has to use up that dodge. Gonna be eating that neutral as well. You see that simultaneous coverage. One teammate high, one teammate low, and Cutie all out of resources, actually. What happened?
Not entirely sure what happened, but they are going to get knocked out, and WaveGod is soon to follow. There's the 2-0 match point now for Walshy and Cutie. It's not looking too good for WaveGod and Cosolix, but I wouldn't count them out completely just yet. I feel like, all in all, I don't know if you agree, this felt like maybe a little bit stronger than last game.
Oh, absolutely. But it just still feels like Cosolix and WaveGod, they're just not able to get anything huge going. It doesn't feel like they're asserting themselves on stage, like really threatening the space. Yo, that NSIG was insane. That was such a call out.
Yeah, that NSIG was definitely super insane. Lots of really good KOs here coming out from Cutie and Walshy. As you can see, yeah, this was definitely a very close game comparatively to the last one, with both of them being on their last stock.
You whiff that Neutralite, you whiff that GC Neutralite, and all of a sudden that's going to be the opening. Yeah, for sure. So, my question is this, what do Cosolix and WaveGod have to do to actually stay in it?
I think WaveGod might need to like finesse his haircut so he gets the hair out of his eyes and he is able to see the game. Because, you know, this is not WaveGod at peak form. This is WaveGod like not even seeing the screen. Like, this is WaveGod with monitor turned off.
Oh, for sure. And okay, Cosolix now coming in with that series a little bit more aggressive this time, going out there looking for something that was not very ethical at all. When a Lance goes out there, you already know they want one thing and one thing only, that's stock, baby, no matter how they have to get it done.
100%. A very different attitude, really, for this first stock here in this third game. Going quite aggressively, going in there immediately, and it looks like they're keeping that going, and it's working. Well, clearly it's working quite well. This is a pretty even situation.
Oh, Cosolix gonna be chase dodge again, gets that neutral, not actually gonna be able to come back in with that recovery, but gonna get one stock off. Finally, they have a lead. Cosolix and WaveGod looking alive and well.
Yeah, they are in the lead now, finally, in their third game. When they needed it the most, it looks like they have bounced back here, and they are definitely doing a great job. Now they just need to find that lead, but Cosolix's stock is going to be dropping quite quickly. It's up to WaveGod to try and hold on to the stock here.
Cutie is just pressuring WaveGod, just getting in his face, just saying, oop, I'm in, oop, I'm out. What are you going to do? Whiff, press a button, or maybe just descend to the bottom blast zone. That's going to be one of WaveGod's stocks down, and I've got to say, this is basically even.
Yeah, it is getting more and more even. WaveGod still doing a great job at, you know, being safe and not getting damaged all too much. And still, really, WaveGod isn't being all that much safe. Like, WaveGod is really out here throwing a lot of attacks and pushing buttons.
Absolutely. Cutie now just going to be patrolling the ground a little bit. Doesn't actually find that sig. That was a big overcommitment. Cutie going to be stuck off stage. Avoids one neutral. Still has a dodge. Uses it up. Cutie played so patient. Just waited all of those options out. Was able to make it back onto the stage. Cutie is still alive. But you know who's not? Walshy. And Cutie just saying, okay, it's my turn to go as well.
massive game coming out from WaveGod and Cosolix so far. Looking like, now gonna have to say it, definitely, you know, from the games that we've seen so far, this has to be the most possible one yet. With them having the lead, WaveGod has been doing a great job at keeping their stocks, but in a 1v2 situation, that's going to be harder.
Well, she kind of ended up interrupting the whole situation. That felt like that wasn't super intentional. Walshy, though, now just going to be looking for a way to pick this up, get something going, whiffing all of these buttons. WaveGod and Cosolix just can't land.
Yeah, having a hard time here. If Walshy and cxti are able to take down Cosolix here and get this to a 2v1 situation, I feel like that's probably their best bet at winning this game right here. Because if you just focus on Wave, yeah, and there it is.
Optimal. Optimal. The weapon toss and the GC downlight into the ground pound, that could not have been executed better. And this is now doable, if not even likely, for cxti and Walshy. They have a 2v1. They got that second stock off gone on WaveGod. It's time for the combos, baby.
They are quite low though, so if WaveGod is able to get a pop-off moment and just get one of those stocks off, you know, that's a 1v1 that's very favorable for WaveGod.
Oh yeah. Coming back in with that recovery though, WaveGod is staying alive, pressuring that chase dodge was beautiful to cross up, but Walshy dashing in, dashing out. They're going to be trading and not in Walshy's favor.
Oh, it is so doable. WaveGod just needs to find one of these KOs, but he's going to get stuck in the combo. It's not going to be the full combo, but oh man, is that a lot of damage.
How did that hitbox end up hitting his own teammate?
Dare's coming out, just Dare going into the end light. They're going to be able to DI out of it. No KO just yet. It's still possible for WaveGod.
Especially with that
and
side
there it
stick. That's one. All you need is one way to keep yourselves in the game. WaveGod just gonna be slowly getting back onto the stage. What a weapon toss. What a dodge just to stall you, descent a little bit more. WaveGod just looking for any way to land, reset neutrally, maybe even clean up the stock.
It is so tight. This could be some of the most important hits that WaveGod has thrown out in his entire career. He just needs to find this one KO. He's starting off with the end light. He needs to find a true combo starter. A D light at any point here is going to be able to KO Walshy, but he has to be so careful. He doesn't want to get knocked out. This air comes out, the weapon throw
and
follows.
Misses it. But that was such a huge whiff. You committed a little bit too much off stage. You just fell into it, and you're still going to be denied of a weapon. Picking up with the sword, but missing the GC downlight.
They can't find anything. WaveGod isn't able to find anything, and Walshy now also on the sword. This is so slow. They can't find anything. They're just maneuvering each other's options so well right now.
Okay, looking for the recovery!
Oh,
did it KO?
And Nair is so close! We almost saw Nair KO. There's the second one. It's not going to KO, but the Sair, there it is. WaveGod and Cosolix getting 3-0'd by Walshy and cxti. But Jesus Christ, what an effort. I feel like calling this a 3-0 is a discredit to what we just saw.
Last stock was I don't have the vocabulary to describe that last stock, dude. It spoke for itself. Oh my god.
That was absolutely insane. Keeping us at the edge of our seat for so incredibly long. WaveGod, amazing effort from Cosolix as well, but unfortunately that is, I believe, I believe that is going to be the end of the run. Was this eliminations?
Yeah, no, this was one inside still, so they're still in the game. I have one thing to say. Even if WaveGod and Cosolix ended up losing that, I have 4 words for WaveGod. WaveGod, weapon toss God. I guess that's 5. Oh my goodness. But those weapon tosses were beautiful. All of those weapon tosses that WaveGod threw out just kept carving themselves in opening after opening after opening. It was such a shame that game did not transpire the way that WaveGod and Cosolix had intended on it going. If they won that game, they won the set. That would have been it. That would have been the change in the momentum that which they needed.
Yeah, 100%. Amazing effort coming out from them. This, it's going to be really fun to follow them later in the eliminations bracket, because as you mentioned, really at the end there, we were seeing some signs of life, and you know, that really goes to show that they have what it takes to maybe potentially almost take down Walshy and cxti. What does that make? What do we make of that? Like, what other teams are they going to be able to beat them?
Fantastic question. Not a lot. Not a lot. But either way, fantastic stuff to both of these teams. That's going to be WaveGod and Cosolix dropping down to the eliminations bracket. Walshy and cxti going to be tailing on through winner's side. And I do believe before we have a quick little caster swap, we have one more set coming up ahead of us, the likes of which we do not know yet.
Yeah, of course, swapping the set takes a little bit longer when you're on.